Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of Demonspawn Gladiator. You're here with Ultraviolent 4. We are playing on the Korean server, so we've got sound effects going, which has been a lot of fun so far. I'm enjoying it. I wish all the servers had sound. So we're following Quaz, who is quite good with our very good Invocations aptitude. As a demon spawn, you have +3, and he's going to make a lot of noise though, so we need to be a bit careful. You can see already everything's running towards us. In these early stages where we're still kind of weak because it's early, but you're going to have monsters running to you from all directions like this. So let's take these guys up. I don't know if I have sounds turned on. I might turn them off. No, it looks like I got sounds on. Where are my sounds? Where are my sounds? Sounds? Let's try again. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright. So you need to learn to love stair dancing as Cause. Hey, there's a chainmail. That's a heavier armor. I'd like to use that. So this is cursed, I believe? Yep. So let's remove curse, and then we'll go the chainmail. We're going from 6 AC, 12 EV to 9 and 8. Yep, definitely worth. What was down here? Nothing too scary. Okay. If this were really bad, I'd head to another stair. And we just sort of do that. We keep switching between stairs to draw everything in. I'm probably better off just going to the other stairs rather than exploring around. Apparently we've seen that one. And something that Quaz does it actually tell us here somewhere? No. He gives you bonuses depending on what's hurting you. Oh, I think this shield might be permanent. I don't know. Let's have a look at our piety screen. Here, you adapt resistances upon receiving elemental damage. So it's probably just, I think you get 2 shield all the time maybe. So once you get more piety, one of the things is that when you're taking physical damage, he'll give you extra AC. As well as eventually you get a permanent repel missiles, which is also very handy. So if you start getting hurt by, say, fire from something, he'll give you RF, and so on. Alright, exploring around. Okay. That was the sound of our chainmail preventing us from hitting our attack. Wand of Ice Blast, that's really good. I'd like to ID that as well. Especially now that our Wand of Acid has run out. We're feeling hungry. I have removed curse, so we can try on this ring. Protection from fire, not bad. Extra fruit. Let's have a look. If we just go to the bow at this piety of Zin, you kneel at the altar of Zin. Zin does not accept worship from those such as you. Fine. You are evil as a demon spawn, so you don't even get a look in. Let's quiver our 5 tomahawks and get a throw or 2 off. Ooh, I think that was the poison sound. You feel sick. When you're resting like this, you've got to consider that you're feeling very hungry. That is awesome. That's our fruit eating sound. That sounded like an apple. Yeah, I think it just sounds like we're eating apples here. You got to consider with Quaz, when you rest, you're potentially going to be pulling enemies to you. So, you want to consider walking back towards stairs rather than resting somewhere in the open. What was that? The Crimson Imp shouts. I guess that's his blink sound. I got him. I think I'll keep reading these scrolls. Enchant weapon. We may as well put one on our war axe. I'm not going to use the other one. We'll hold on to it. And once we get a weapon that's a bit more exciting, we'll enchant that. I may as well step back, so I'm at least going to make clouds. There we go. I can stand in the hallway and rest if I want to avoid making noise. Oh, that's a great constriction sound. I want to rest a bit. I want to hear that again. That is amazing. Oh dear. That's another good sound. They'll work it out. Alright, we don't have curing, so this could get ugly. I think maybe I will net him. Or I'll at least try. They have high evasion as well. Much like the adders, yeah. Never mind. Our axe strat worked. I guess we'll go again. I may as well throw a tomahawk first. I missed. Oh, it did no damage. Alright, let's go nets again. There we go. It just broke out. Whatever. Let's fight it. So down to one net left. And 3 tomahawks. Ooh, scroll shop. Alright. 3 scrolls of enchant armor for 300 gold's really good. I think I want these ID scrolls so we can get more of our potions ID'd. Whoa! Cha-ching! The enchant weapon's good too, but I don't need it right now. The immolation, I maybe want one day. Same with the teleports. We have 3 at the moment, which is fine for right now, but if I start using them I can come back. Let's just go, actually the ice blast. Yeah, that's the first thing we want. And then a potion. Agility. Okay. Still no curing. And we're approaching level 7, so with any luck we'll get a new Demonspawn mutation. There's one particular one that's really good with Quaz that I'm hoping that I'll get, but we'll see. Okay. D5. It looks like at 1 star of piety, Quaz doesn't actually make that much noise. It's kind of white, but I expect once we start getting up around 6 piety, it will be really loud all the time. Ant is twitching its antennas at me. Alright, Ant, let's go. Got poisoned. If we get poisoned again, we might ice blast him. Okay, this ant is proving difficult. Got him. Level 7. You begin to radiate repulsive energy. That's a little bit of extra evasion. That's pretty handy. So, we should go back upstairs to rest to heal, so we don't get swamped here. So these are the different tiers. This is like a body mutation that you always get. So we're a standard Demonspawn, we're not monstrous. This is like a kind of, I think of it as like an armor one. Most of the time it's a set of scales. So you get bone plates, or you'll get like green scales. It's kind of like being a draconian, because you get a little bit of extra AC and you get usually a resistance out of it. So say you get the black scales, you get R-Elec. If you get the green scales, you get R-Poison. But we got the evasion one, which is okay, it's fine. And then this is a tier 2 one. So you get 2 tier 2 mutations, and then you get a tier 3, you get 1 tier 3 one. The one that I'm after is another tier 2 one, so I'll know it next time I get a tier 2 one. I'll know whether or not we got lucky. Fighting to 4. My arm is still going up slowly, except for Invocations, which you're really good at. +3. Demonspawn are kind of mediocre across the board at other things. You're decent at necromancy, and you're okay at some other spell schools, but everything else is just flat -1. 0 for fighting. Alright, we've got a bunch of ID scrolls here. Is that the sound of finding a teleport trap? There's an ice beast. Might try to teleport it away from us if we're crafty. I went the other way. Well, that won't work because then we'd have to step on the alarm trap. Okay, let's head up to the stairs. Alright, we got... this is Quaz in action. We got stuck between... whoa. A couple of monsters. The Scorpion does a lot of poison damage, and we don't have curing. So that's why I chose to Ice Blast it. Especially being stuck, that was really dangerous if we got badly poisoned. We have a heal wounds, but we don't have a curing. Alright, I feel like we're on D5, there's a good chance there's a priest with this orc pack. I want to aim the priest primarily. So even though you cleave with an axe, you do full damage on the one that you aim. So even... that was an alarm clock, time to wake up. It's Monday morning, you're late for work. That was a distant blaring wail to the south. I suppose that means something stepped on that alarm trap. Okay, got that guy. Here's the ice beast again. Yeah. I'd just rather not fight him right now. Pick a different step. The problem with Quaz is that because we're making noise, the ice beast is going to keep finding me. Yeah, there's a temple. Let's ID some more potions. Ambrosia. Maybe we just don't have curing. DsGl. Was that stepping in water? Yeah. Howler monkey zombie. Shame that wasn't a real howler monkey. Wow. There's one angry hound. I suspect that a howler monkey is amusing. Conk, conk. I could use my Ice Blast wand. Some of its damage is irresistible, so it will still hurt the Ice Beast, it just won't hurt it a lot. Yeah, it really does nothing. Okay. So let's try throwing that at maybe. We missed. Okay. We can try to fight it. And if he hurts us, we'll pillar dance him around a bit. I think we've cleared most of the floor. Ow. That sound is the sound of us blocking something. So the 3 shield that we have from claws. Hey, we got him. We are hungry. Let's eat another apple. You know what they say about apples, right? If you do know, tell me in the comments. No, I'm kidding. They say an apple a day keeps the hungry stomach sound away. Okay, D6. We're making some decent progress. There's a centaur. We got a few more shops here. We're at 2 piety now, so we have the ability to use upheaval, which calls on the forces of nature to blast a small area with magma, ice, wind, or rubble. Invocations skill increases both damage and area affected. I'm not going to use it yet, but if you have a look, you get... it's smite targeted too, so you can hit anywhere. It's very useful, and that's part of why being a demon spawn with good invocation skill is really strong, because you effectively get a smite where you can just hit orc priests or anything dangerous that's standing away from you. Crimson imps are not as annoying when they make stupid sounds. Okay, so do I want to train dodging? I think I'd rather keep armor on. We're going heavy armor. We've got chainmail on, so yeah, I'll keep training armor rather than dodging. Kumo's Ghost, a demon spawn fighter. Let's XV him. He displays as red. He can hit for up to 16 damage. That's not a lot. What is going on with this guy? He is immune to poison. Oh yeah, that's being a ghost, but he's very resistant to fire and resistance to elect and steam. What is going on with that guy? Alright, we can start trying to fight him. He only does 16 damage. I feel like this probably won't work, but we can try. And if he kills us, we'll just go back upstairs. I think we're winning. Problem is all this other stuff. Yeah, we gotta go back up. Alright, cool. Let's eat another apple. Another few maybe. There's Sigmund. We still don't have curing, so if he just confuses us, we kind of can't do anything about it. Let's exit there out. Sigmund would be pretty fine, because we can ice blast him, but they're not having curing thing. It's really not good. Let's just charge at the centaur. There's Grinder. We need to go back up. Alright, so we could have just died to paralysis there. I know that feel. Alright, so our D6 is proving pretty bad. That stair is definitely worse than the Sigma one. If we get paralyzed while there's a centaur shooting us, we're just gonna die. So let's try the Sigmund stair. We're next to him. Let's just ice blast him. Cool. Alright. We also have a wand of lightning. I don't know how we got that. Maybe I'll just... Can I double zap him? No, I can't. Okay, we'll keep going ice blast then. No, I shouldn't just fight him. Let's just use the ice blast. There we go. Your repulsive radiation grows stronger. So we now got EV plus 3. I was hoping that would be EV plus 4. Oh, a ghost is back? I don't really want to fight him at the same time as the Shadow Imp that's just standing over there. The Shadow Imp can hit me with pain. Same thing. I'll just take the Crimson Imp up. Okay. Let's go again. Yeah, so the Crimson Imp is hitting me with pain from over there. Ah, there we go. Finally came. Whoa. That's a lot of level ups right there. We did most of our damage to that ghost there when it got stuck in a cloud of freezing cloud. Cool. So we know grind is left. It's right. Let's head left. Here's the centaur. It's kind of a bad situation there. Alright. There we go. Hearing angry hisses and shouts. It's because our noise. It seems like it's a constant yellow noise now. The rat 2 piety is alerting things of our presence. The guy never saw us. Interesting. Still don't have curing, but an adder is not gonna kill us now. Alright, I'm just kind of hanging around here because I want to see if Grinder or any monsters will be drawn to us. Let's do our Wand of Lightning. That's more important than the potions. Good. Wait, our auto travel is taking us back to Grinder, which is what I said I wasn't going to do. So let's not do that. Head left again. Don't think I've seen any other axes. No. Seems like all imps make that sound. And we don't need stones anymore. I think we're past the street play throw stones part of the game. See, this orc has a falchion of Holy Wrath, which will really hurt us because we're vulnerable to Holy Wrath. So I'm just going to Ice Blast him. Yep, so by putting it there rather than there, I can get the wizard as well. So that's better placement. I guess we're going to go again. Well, I'll shoot a lightning because I can get both of them. I missed. Okay, so we just got to 3 piety. We got the ability to give life to nearby clouds. which if we have a look at elemental force, it causes your clouds to coalesce into friendly elementals. Your invocation skill increases the max number. So you need to have clouds out. So if I did it now, I'd get a freezing elemental. That might give me 2, an earth and a freezing, and so on. Okay. I thought we could probably fight him, seeing as he was nearly dead at that point. Got an invis wizard there. The problem is if we get confused, we still don't have curing. I should also step him out of the corridor so that he potentially can get hit by clouds. Yeah, like that. See, when the freezing cloud got him, that's how it killed him. So, got to be mindful of things like that. Let's get another potion. Leak. Okay. Well, that's kind of our poor man's curing, I suppose. If we meet any scary poison enemy, like say some bees or something. Oh, well, we can buy a curing. There you go. That will ID it for us. And we had one other one, so that ID'd the one in our inventory as well. What else is here? A potion of might is really good. Let's hear that ka-ching again. Didn't do it. Maybe when we leave the shop. And I'm gonna put the haste on my shopping list. And I think I'd like another curing. More curings the better. Yeah, there we go. Ka-ching. Here's another shop. Some wands and stuff. None of this I am in a particular hurry to buy. 9 charges on an ice blast one for 150 gold is really good. So I might buy that. Here's grinder. Marked as red. I'd like to double zap her if I could with my lightning wand. I could slide out with an ice blast. And can I double zap here? No. She blinked. Need her to be against the wall. Okay, we got pained, that's alright. And now? No. We'll just give her normal lightning. When she walks against this wall, we'll definitely be able to double zap. And again, if we get this one. There we go. Level 9. That's a good sound. Let's go strength again. Trying to get to 23. We didn't get no mutation on that one. Again, just step out of the hallway so that we can hit the adder with clouds. ID. Potion of mutation. Okay. Potions of mutations won't affect your Demonspawn ones. So, I saw someone asking that recently. They must have been playing an old version, but they were asking about whether Cure Mutation would just destroy all your Demonspawn mutations. No, it doesn't. Okay, couple of things here. 900 gold is a long way away. So this plus 6 chainmail would be really good to have now, but I don't think by the time we get 900 gold, that won't be quite so good anymore. Do we have boots? No. So we can pick up boots for an extra AC. Cha-ching! And, well, I don't have enough gold anymore, but I could have bought a shield. I'm not sure if I want to go shields. I think there's a good chance. When you're being swamped by enemies all the time with claws, having the ability to block is a good way to survive, I'd say. There's a +4 ring of slaying, I'd really like that. +4 ring of protection, I'd also really like that. And a +3 amulet reflection is pretty good, but not amazing. We could also put the core resistance on our shopping list. So there are a lot of things that we want to buy. Look at that. So we'll see how we go. Probably the most valuable one would be the +4 Ring of Slaying. That's really good. But so is +4 Protection. We are very hungry. Eat some more apples. See, it's saying all these different fruits, but I'm pretty sure I just heard the sound of an apple. That was not a guava. I've heard guavas before, they do not sound crunchy. Hooray, fighting to 6. Yeah, we're definitely making more noise now. We have a fairly flat yellow noise bar. Okay, got the quokka. Now I have a quokka zombie. That's probably its brother. New scroll. We've done immolation, so I'm not worried about that. I should back up. I should not be charging in like this when I'm making as much noise as I am. You can see here all these things are hearing me. So I should be heading back towards the stairs. All these shouts and stuff. Let's read the scroll then. Magic mapping. Okay. Fine. Hoping for immolation. There's a buckler. What was that? Was that the jelly sound? That jelly is crazy. So, do I want to go shields? I feel like I probably do. Certainly getting 4 points just for a buckler is pretty easy in terms of experience. So I think I'll start investing in shields. I'll bring it to 4 and then I'll stop there and I'll reassess. If I find some really good battle axe, then I'll just switch over and I'll have wasted 4 skill, but that's really not much anyway. Okay, last question, brilliance. I want to bring him into the open. That is the jelly sound. Ow. That corrosion. Wake up! That indicates there's some alarm traps around. Access to 8. We got a jackal barking. The barking of the jackal doesn't mean much because I think we're making more noise than that just naturally with all our clouds. Let's back up as the ooze sounds. The slime pits must be crazy with all these jelly sounds. There's a priest. We'll start fighting him. That's a whole lot of dudes. Let's try an upheaval. Like this. Okay, that didn't do much. Alright, we got the priest, that's the more dangerous one. We're now slowed, but that's okay. As long as nothing scary comes, being slow is fine. Alright. The howler monkey didn't make a noise. I'll just read the scroll. Amnesia. Nope. Where's our requirement? Give us a sick axe. Alright, D7. Down to D8. We can start finding lair now. So we see a white who has an enchanted war axe. So we'll be checking that out. Whites quite often have highly enchanted weapons. So we didn't get lucky enough that it was had a brand. So we'll check this out. Don't do this if you don't have remove curse, because there's also a good chance that it's just like a -3 axe. But it is a +3, so that's now our axe. Two-headed ogre at the start of D8 is nothing we want to have anything to do with. So we're going to X that stair out. I'm going to head to a different one. Alright, so we're at the other side of the map to the two-headed ogre. That's fine. If we are forced to fight him, might be a good use of elemental force. Because I feel like a two-headed ogre could come close to one-shotting us. Probably not quite, but certainly could get two-shot. Let's do the 2 flight. Okay. More heal wounds is good. Comes some nulls. The thing is, even if you back off once you see enemies, you should be expecting to fight whole packs with quads, because the others are going to hear you. It's going to be weird playing Claw without sounds now. I feel like I'm getting used to them. We just got another net, did we? Yeah, we did. Sick. Nets. Oh, it's frog. We're hearing distant wail. Should bring him into the open so that he can get clouded. Well, he's immune to fire, so the fire cloud did nothing then. Shields for 2. Here comes a yak pack. That's pretty early. D8 yak pack. I wonder if that indicates that Lair's around. Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking these back to the stairs, because I don't think I can fight a whole yak pack at this stage. Oh my god. So they have a shaft sound, but the yak made it. Oh man, that is sick. Oh man. Why don't we get these sounds? I wouldn't care about shafts so much if you always heard that. Where are the rest of these yaks? Here's one. Well, we know one just got shafted. We can maybe fight 2 at once. We're getting the benefit of our clouds here. Armor to 5. Okay, good. I feel like sometimes the hisses sound more like growls. Alright, is this our acquirement? No. Let's go our Wand of Acid. Is the best one we have. Here's another Demonspawn fighter. So when I was saying that Demonspawn is the most played race, I've seen 2 already. XV him. This guy's very resistant to fire and cold. Maybe all ghosts are resistant. I feel like this isn't true. Ghosts aren't normally resistant to elect and steam and acid and stuff. So this guy is resistant to a million things, which is crazy. He does 23 damage, so I don't want to fight him. Whoops, I went the wrong way. Anywhere away from a stair. So we've got an ogre coming up on us. That's probably okay. The ogre's not as scary as a 2-headed ogre is. As we just start running back to the stairs, they can get hurt by our clouds. So that's handy. Alright, and then we'll take the ogre up, and then we'll try... Whoops. I gotta play slowly with the lag, because I can stuff up my movements. And then we'll come back down and try to fight the ghost. There we go. Alright, so this ghost is resistant to everything. Oh, how did the alchemist ghost? There you go. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was confused about that. So this guy speaks English, that's cool. Let's get back in our game though. Oh right, yeah, you can see the hat tile. Okay. I don't know that we can fight this guy. I don't think we can. Nah, this isn't working. No, so we leave him. We'll exit stair out. We've got one stair with the two-headed ogre, so we'll head to the third one. Alright, let's heal up before we go down. May as well eat. The loss of our lime apples. That was the gooseberry apple. Is that the frog? Oh, shields to 3. It's too sad. I assume he means that someone died with the hat of the alchemist. That is the frog. That is a frog croak. Sounds like about 5 frogs. How do they not see me? Aren't they making noise? How are you dead here? I feel like maybe that's not in my game. Maybe it is. Don't understand. It looks like multiple people are asking me how am I dead here. Unless that is poor English, maybe they're not talking to me. Alright, got that guy. I feel like we probably can afford none of that stuff I want yet. Okay, it's alright. We have enough for the Wonder Ice Blast. We still have one on this. Alright. As a centaur, we want to close the distance to him so he doesn't keep shooting us from range. And there's Grum. We want to start. This could be dangerous. I feel like I want to use my elemental force here to make some summons. Because we can't run from the wolves because they're faster than us. Although I'm not sure this is working. What if we acid Grum and the wolf? And we'll get off an ice blast here. Yeah, okay. This is working. If we can get them all in acid here. Yep, we can. There we go. We reached 10. You feel energized by your suffering. So, this is my least favorite one. You sometimes gain a little power by taking damage. So when you get hurt, you can get might effects and agility effects, etc. I don't like it because you're getting benefit from being hurt. Whereas if you're playing well, you shouldn't be getting hurt. That's alright. So these are our 2 tier 2 ones, which are not that exciting. The one I was hoping for is you get Google Translator is not good. So I guess he was talking to me. The one I was hoping for is Ignite Blood, which whenever you get hurt, or whenever anything gets hurt, its blood turns into fireballs. So you make fire everywhere, and then with your oops, I didn't mean to do that. With your elemental ability, you can then turn them all into fire elementals. It's really strong. Let's give him a lightning zap. We can double zap him. And we'll go again. Okay, good. We've made all this noise. What was that? Oh, that was Grum. So we want to start heading back towards the stairs up, rather than resting there on half HP, where things might start coming to us. We're near where the two-headed ogre was as well, so that's something to consider. Okay. We live that one. Live that one. Here comes some bees. Whoa. It just gets wrecked by the freezing vapor. So we have no poison, but I can start fighting them, and then I can always quaff a lignification. Basically, if any of my clouds hit them, the bees will just die. We've got 3 coming. We can also upheaval them. Yeah, okay, that works. So that's making use of our invocation skills. Upheaval can't miss, so bees having good evasion aren't helped in that case. Anything like that, fireballs, Wand of Ice Blast, upheaval that can't miss are very good against bees because they're very fragile. It's just that they have high evasion. There we go. I know there's still a 2-headed ogre running around, and here are some more yaks. It's probably no, it doesn't. It looks like it's a new pack rather than that old one. Alright, that shields to 4. Because it's a buckler, we'll turn that off. And I don't really want to fight all these yaks at once. So, whoops, we lagged a bit there. I'll fight them in the hallway. It means that we're not getting our clouds, but we're also then not fighting 6 yaks at once. That's a great yak dying sound. There we go. Yak's dispatched. Alright, here come the orcs. We're gonna step back just in case it doesn't look like there is. There are all these priests in there. ID. I don't know that we have. Oh, we do have potions. Circ Rage. It's a good one to have. He has a Fashion of Flaming. This one often has a Hydra in it, so I need to be, there's a Dream Sheep. I need to be a bit wary of this. The Dream Sheep is a bit scary too. There we go. Got our Smite ability. We've got a whole lot more coming though. Let's hit him again. What is that? Is that a bite? Right, there we go. We've got another scroll of recharging. So my acid that's at 4. I think I'd like to recharge that. We go to 10. That's good. Alright, cool. What does that sound? Is that for the Fashion of Flaming? No, I have no idea. Oh, right. Is that like a steam sound? Maybe because I made a flame on the pool of water? I don't know. That was weird. There's probably a Hydra in here, so I don't want to go in. It's usually only 1 or 2 headed, but all the same, I can't fight it with my axe. Alright, so that's our D8 done. I think we'll wrap that one up there. So the next one we'll be looking for Lair, and depending on when we find it, going straight in. Yeah, I guess that's it. See you next time then.